Hi, my name is Kent Meloy. I'm a director here in Cincinnati, filmmaker, uh, professor. Still can't get my head wrapped around that one. Um, Jamie at Women in Film asked if I would do a little interview here and kind of talk about where I'm at with everything that's going on, as we all are. Um, the first thing I'll say is, honestly, this has been a struggle. Um, I've discovered in the past couple of years that I may be much more of a social person than I thought I was. I guess you could kind of figure that. I mean, if I'm like to make movies and work with people like that, it's a rather social gathering, social event. I like the idea of helping other filmmakers. I was on the board of the Southern Ohio Film Association for a few years. I started a thing called Winter Film. It's a month-long filmmaking competition, kind of like the 48, but a little less stringent on the requirements. It's more about storytelling, and we've been doing that for 7 years. So like I said, the community aspect of it is something that's really important to me. I like going out and grabbing a drink with some filmmaking buddies or whatever, and talking about our projects. I think that you get so much. You can really just have an epiphany about whatever thing you're struggling with story wise or production wise or how am I going to get that shot or whatever just by talking. I mean, I love saying in many meetings I've been in the past is the whole there are no stupid ideas, and in fact I encourage stupid ideas. I want to hear the most outlandish bizarre thing you can come up with, because it might be a joke. You might be going, yeah, well, you know what, we could paint the actors blue and key them in, and there could be a helicopter and explosions and a dinosaur, and everybody's going to chuckle. But somebody might go, you know what? If we do that one thing though, that does this, and you never know where something great is going to come from. So I miss that. I feel like I'm kind of working in a vacuum right now. Now, that being said, I also I teach at UC in the film school that I think just changed its name. I can't remember what that. I think it's now the Niehoff Center for Film and Media Studies or something like that. Anyway, but that's where I'm at now. That's my full time gig technically, and it's not something I ever thought I was gonna do. But it's again it's the social aspect I'm talking about. Working with the students has been amazing. Um, so I'm struggling with it a little bit. The way that I've been getting past it, the way that I've been keeping myself sane, is other kinds of creative endeavors. Anything I can do here in this room. I've done a ton of music. I've done that all my life. It just is something I really love doing. I have no preconceived notions that I'm going to be a rock star or anything. I just love doing it. So when this all started, when the COVID thing all started, and they did the initial shutdown, I started up a Facebook group called Cincinnati Quarantunes. The idea being, all of us, all of us people in bands and stuff can't play out. There's no venue, so I made the suggestion of what if we have this little group and everybody tries to do a song a day about this, about what we're dealing with. And then I figured I better kind of put up or shut up. So I started trying to write a song a day. Start from nothing, get the music recorded, come up with some words, and was able to string together about 25 songs, 24 songs in just under 5 weeks, and then decided to release them as albums. Not that I'm trying to release them as albums to make huge amounts of money or anything. I just to do it, just to say, hey, here is a record of this moment. All the songs have something to do with dealing with COVID, with dealing with being isolated. Um, and that helped a lot. I also burned myself out on it. Just the muse said, "Okay, enough, dude. We're done for a while." Um, I also have been rehabbing an old motorcycle, so I spent a lot of time out in the garage trying to do that. Anything to get kind of my hands and my brain going. because the big thing I should be doing is I've got a feature I'm trying to get done. There's things, I don't know, I started writing it probably about a decade ago. It's gone through God knows how many revisions. I've had some very wonderful help from some fellow filmmakers and taking a look at the script. Is this right? Is this wrong? Uh, Carrie O'Reilly up in Dayton was maybe the best person I've talked to about this, because when we first met about the script, her first thing she said was, you do know you have to cut 30 pages out of this. And I thought, oh, this will be easy. And that was a year and a half ago. It took me almost 3 months to get rid of those 30 pages. But it made the script 1,000 times better. I'm really excited about doing it. So for some reason, in the middle of all this, the one thing I should be doing the most, working on that project, has been the hardest thing to wrap my head around. I sit there and look at my budget. I'd sit there and look at my breakdown sheets or my schedule or something, and it'd be just like, these are just things in front of me I need, and I can't seem to connect with it. Kind of a, what would you call that, producer's version of writer's block. So good thing is it started to come together again. I'm starting to get the right vibe and get back into it, and this is a thing I've never dealt with before. So during this time, I'm trying to make that my biggest goal, is to learn as much as I can. So when I go and start approaching somebody as a producer, or, for funding or whatever, I don't sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't mind not knowing what I'm talking about, but I would prefer that, at least if the questions get asked, I don't go on every single question, let me get back to you on that.